Therefore, he then conveniently offers all these consultations whilst he doesn't know any of these things. He looks into Ajanes' book, and then, which he hasn't read either, he just jumps to a page of what people are asking him advice for. And meanwhile, while he was with me, he was always asking me, do you know anything about this? Can you tell me what to do with this? Or they want he would literally just say what Ajanes said and then claim that he came up with it, and he never read any books because reading gives you bad eyesight and reading is like dumb and all these things, which he used to have bad eyesight. I don't even know how his eyesight is at the moment, and then he just decided he doesn't want to wear glasses because glasses are stupid, and so he stopped using those, which that's not an issue. I mean, that he has to do that by himself, but it does show how rather than he improved his eyesight first, he just decided he doesn't want to wear glasses because he thought he looked like Harry Potter or anything. I don't know. He used to be an ectomorph and he was very skinny, and then he started using steroids, and he always had back acne, and he's got I don't know how you say it, gyno. He's got gyno now. He's got man boobs. He's got shrunken testicles as well. And meanwhile, he's still watching porn, so comparing himself to all these other, like, obviously fake things, and it's a sad existence. He escapes. He watches loads of movies, loads of series, constant content online. He is hardly ever away from a screen. I would say that 2/3 of his life he spends behind a screen, and then that is also that's not just the time where he would be awake. The good advice that he gives comes from other people. All the good, impressive, seemingly oppressive things he's been doing are other people's ideas, which then made such an impression that, yeah, it would be the first time people would hear about it because it was the first time it stuck out to them. And then they attribute all these positive things like I did, you know, they feel healthier, they think he invented eating meat for some reason, and it's a sad, far from reality situation. And he literally he is what he fears he is, I guess. Like, he's just a loser. Protects women and children. I don't think that if a guy came up to him, he would dare to do anything. He just runs away. He tries to run away. Like, all he ever does is run away. After he stabbed the children in Latvia, he ran away. After he did all kinds of things wrong in Germany, he ran away. After he did attacks on us, he ran away. He and then, I mean, think also how he paid other people to do it. He doesn't dare to do anything himself. He's incredibly scared of the police. He told me always he had nightmares or the police was after him. And yeah, it's and now that I am asking for help, he is absolutely seething and asks people for more donations and more ways to be able to pay him. And he would not want his own son to ever achieve anything I think perhaps deep down it's the thought that anything that could come from that could be successful while he wasn't, is another narcissistic injury. He was even jealous of his own son while we were together. He would say things like, "Oh, well, you would never treat him like that. You would never do that to our son. You would never be like that to him." And like look jealous at him. He would hardly ever give him attention anyway, which was one of the biggest things I was upset about, and also why I initially, before he got violent towards our son, when we had broken up, I went back to him because he said he regretted not giving his son the attention. And keep in mind, I was a first-time mom at the time, and I really, you know, especially also with all the people at the time who were so family oriented, because a lot of his followers were at the time very family oriented and wanted to help because we were a family, and I wanted to be supportive of a natural family, and it was all not real. No. And I didn't even fully comprehend yet how incredibly dangerous he is, and I was so far from my own thoughts as well, apart from even my dreams were not my own, because I had these really violent images in my head, and I would wonder, like, where does this come from? And when he left, I realized that was his anger. It was his complete and total madness and being sick. He is far from a healthy being. He is not healthy whatsoever. I know he talks all about health. It's projection. You can almost be guaranteed that all the things he criticizes other people for is something he is aware of or insecure about himself. But he would not admit it. He's not gonna admit any fault ever. He's not gonna admit any lack, any imperfection in his mind. I think that also has to do, again, with how he's so focused on virtual realities. He believes the movies he watches. He believes the series. He believes the people he sees online. He believes the portrayed perfection of things. And so he would feel worse and worse about himself. He's gonna keep having plastic surgeries.